representing DWI, El Niño. NIÑO! Before we get this match started, may I introduce your opponent? You left your bags laying around in the back.
That's my belt.
This is yours. You know what this is? You want to tell people what this is, or should I?
It's obvious.
This is your, currently, hopefully not for very long, LCCW Fighting for Autism Championship.
I'm the champion! I'm the champion!
For another company in which you are undefeated. And last time we were in this ring together, I gave you an opportunity to ever see wrestling con, did I not?
Yes, you did.
Against Jake Logan.
Right.
A lot of these people weren't here. You want to tell them what happened? I'll tell you, he failed. He couldn't get the job done. He couldn't control his own narrative, so to speak. So I went to his bag and I stole this.
Steve, you're a thief!
Well, I didn't steal it. You kind of left it around. Possession is nonsense in the law here in Dade County. So what we're going to do is, since you don't know how to read the fine print of your contract, you're now going to defend this title tonight in a DCCW ring.
What?
Right? I said what I said. And here's the kicker. If you lose your match tonight, not only do you lose this belt,
What?
you're also no longer ever allowed to be a part of DWI ever again. No more interference. No more of your cronies. No more wheels. No more rolling. You didn't have to sign up for it. Man said ready to call, so here you go. Hold this up nice and proud. And let me introduce your opponent. And his opponent, making his DCCW debut, Mr. Ricky Autistic!
Hello and welcome back to our next
We
match.
are. We
back.
indeed are.
So for our next match, we have El Niño versus Ricky Autistic for the Fighting for Autism Championship.
Now it's for the Fighting for Autism Championship.
Hi everybody. What's up? It's gonna mess my hair up. Now, Brandon, I know El Niño's getting tired of taking on Ricky. He's taken on Ricky so many times.
Listen, man, I know he's got to be tired of taking on Ricky Autistic, and El Niño has to be tired of you know, defending this championship. But I'm telling you, I have such a blast here making phone calls to management and putting El Nino in such a tough spot. And we're also trying to bring awareness to autism here at DCCW and all across the world. And what better way to do that than to put El Nino in a tight spot?
And one thing that Ricky should have been aware of that is he's always outnumbered when it comes to El Nino and DWI, so he should have been a little bit more aware to bring more people out with him.
He is, and you know, I guess I should have made the rules to get DWI banned from ringside, but I want to give the man a fighting chance because he's up against the powerhouse like Ricky Autistic.
Yeah, they'll have a little fun with him.
Yeah. Plus, I also kind of want to see how Ricky does here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both men taking off their shirts here. And
so,
look, DWI, not even, they're going to the back.
Oh,
they think that Ricky
he might have
Autistic
a
is
little bit of
light
advantage.
work. They think that Ricky Autistic is light work.
So
Ring the bell. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The bell has sounded. We've got El Nino in the ring, defending his current LCCW Fighting for Autism Championship against Ricky Autistic.
what Ricky needs to do is make sure he stays on him, utilize that weight advantage he has over him, and keep him on the mat.
Well, Ricky Autistic does have a weight advantage, but has he ever not known El Nino to be witty, cunning? I mean, look at the powerhouse we got here with Ricky Autistic.
That's probably all he got is power, because brains, I don't think he has too many of it.
Yeah, you know what? When you're right, you're right. I got to give you that. Both men with long hair here, so let's see who goes for the hair first. El Nino, known for having the most lavish hair, besides yourself, in DCCW.
Right.
Oh, collar elbow misses, and he goes for the gut kick straight into a headlock.
That's one thing about El Nino. He's very fundamentally sound. I feel like Ricky Autistic is a little bit more unorthodox. El Nino's more collected. He knows what he needs to do. He knows the assignment. He capitalizes on it.
He's very collected. I mean, I've seen this guy time and time again in the ring a couple times. He's only been around for a little while, but he's chasing a dream. And you know what? The dude is a powerhouse, and I got to give it to him. He just, as we clearly saw with that display of a shoulder tackle, he put El Nino on his butt.
You know, he got a lot of praise this past weekend, was it, at River City Con. You know, he did a pretty good job there, so I think he really got put in the element, and he succeeded, and I think this is something that he really can go further in.
I don't disagree with you there. I mean, El Nino was given a spot at River City Wrestling Con. He was given a chance, an opportunity to prove himself against one of the biggest people in the sport of professional wrestling today, a chance to, quote-unquote, control his narrative, so to speak. And he put up a good fight, but again, in his contract, he just couldn't get the job done. Simple as that. So now he's got one more chance against Mr. Ricky Autistic, and if he loses tonight, not only does he lose the championship, but he can no longer be a part of DWI.
Oh, wow. So the stakes are high.
The stakes are very high.
And really prove if he can do it without the likes of Dylan Wheeler and the rest of his little posse.
And Prince, that's all I'm trying to do is just show these fans and prove to El Nino himself that he can do it without a posse. See, look at that.
Smart.
No DWI out here, and he's making light work of Ricky Autistic. Maybe DWI was correct by going backstage.
Or they just go off the philosophy, work smarter, not harder. And
I mean, that's a fair point, too. El Nino with the pin. 1, 2. No, Ricky Autistic with the kick out here.
it's a good job by El Nino to put all his weight on Ricky to kind of like wear him down, because they don't understand all those kickouts and those pins really take a toll of you as the match goes on.
And El Nino does not have a lot of weight. He's a big guy. He's a medium-sized man, but he's not, he's not the biggest guy in the ring, obviously. I mean, it kind of speaks for itself.
He's meaty enough.
Can we just talk about Ricky Autistic's gear real quick? He's got the puzzle pieces signifying the autism awareness. Something we like to be here at DCCW is all-inclusive. Clothesline couldn't get the job done. Okay, what are we doing here? Ducks the line. And a missile drop kick, and it looked like Mr. Autistic kind of hit his head on the middle rope. Yeah, he got all of that. El Nino just pandering.
And stop talking and go ahead and get him in the ring. Go for that pin.
This crowd just hates this man. And I can't say that the feeling isn't mutual, because it is. I dislike him. He's very deplorable.
But I can't blame him. Who really cares about what the fans think when you're trying to get that gold? You're trying to get that notability. You're just trying to really make a name for yourself.
You know what? That's a catch-22 situation, Prince. I gotta tell you, I gotta disagree with that, because without fans in the building, nobody gets a paycheck.
True. Well, that's what you have their relevance for. They bring them, so
that's true. I'll give you that. So what are we thinking about this new ref here, also making his DCCW debut with a pink goatee? I kind of dig it. I want to do mine the same way.
You know, it's Pride Month and he's supporting the cause, so.
Again, inclusivity.
Yes.
Or however you say that word. All inclusive here at DCCW. And El Nino with the running. Oh, and the back thump.
Got him in the corner. That's a good way to
Nice
keep him
lariat.
cornered.
Is this? Are we? What are we witnessing here? Is the crowd cheering for El Nino?
Yeah, it's just tape. Yeah, the Bad Guy Inc. section, they're very much supportive of yours truly and guys like El Nino.
I'm not a fan of those Bad Guy Inc. They said I don't like animals, which is the furthest thing from the truth. I love penguins. I love llamas, camels. I even like the animals such as El Nino. You know what I'm saying? I get along with just about everybody, but don't cross
really
the line.
is. Yeah, he really is an animal. He's pretty hairy, so.
Oof. He's got that lion's mane going on. I'll give you that. See?
See, he's playing games with him, playing games, and he falls for him every time.
There's the brains. What are we doing? No.
He's going. There you go. And El Nino wins. El Nino once again proves that he's worthy.
I have to disagree, man. I don't agree at all. But for now, he stays in.
What's going on
here? He gets to stay in DWI. He currently stays the LCCW Autism Awareness Champion. And somebody's got to go check on Ricky Autistic. Prince, we'll be right back.